Welcome back to our fourth and final episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It for Into the Restless Ruins. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpier.
Hello.
And now that we just started, just am remembering, but I forgot to ask you about our next game. I came up with one and thought, oh, this sounds like a good option, and then totally forgot to talk about it a couple of minutes ago. So,
That's fine. Just say it out loud. Whatever it is fine. I'm too tired to care.
the recently released on Game Pass Wildfrost. That's all one word.
Okay.
Wildfrost. It's on
All one word, he says.
PC, Switch, iOS, and Android. It is not on PlayStation platforms. So
It's an
that is
unhinged front cover title thing.
yep. So we're gonna be checking out Wildfrost for the next month. After we turn it over to
A
the
tactical
scientists.
roguelike deck builder.
You got it. Published by Chucklefish, so it's probably pretty good.
Oh, why do you do this to me all of the time?
Yeah, I'm doing it to myself too. I've had a hard time finding games. Let's do a production meeting here. Having a hard time finding games that aren't one $30 and only available on PC, or
Uh-huh.
two, we haven't checked out yet and seem interesting. Like, there are a bunch of games out there. I'd really love for us to play Cobalt Core, but it's still only
Yep.
on PC. I'd love for us to play Dome Keeper. That's still only on PC. And we will play stuff that's only on PC, but it's really not our preference for where we want to play stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, if stuff is out on mobile, if stuff is out on consoles, especially, like, that's a much. If we were only playing stuff on PC, we'd have 5,000 episodes, 5,000 seasons of the show left every month on Steam. So, like, it's a little bit. And we also don't play early access games if you're just tuning into the show for the first time, which makes it pretty hard.
Yes.
So, anyways, Into the Restless Ruin. Yes, go ahead.
Does Peak count as a roguelike?
I don't know, man. I'm curious to see where Peak is going to go.
Yeah, me too. Because oh boy, that thing seems crazy. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're
No,
here
we're
to
here
talk
to talk
about the
about
Restless Ruins.
Into the Restless Ruins. How did your fourth week of Into the Restless Ruins go?
I have 2 dungeons left.
Okay. You beat the fourth one? The circle one?
No, that's the one I'm up
Okay.
to.
Okay. Is that the fourth one?
So yeah, I hate 6 o'clock, is what I will say.
Man, I really tried to beat that dungeon this week, and it's
It's so hard.
like when you get to that like 3 o'clock area, you're like, okay, this dungeon isn't too bad because I bet it's like the last dungeon. It's gonna loop back
Yeah, it's gonna go
counterclockwise, go to
3,
nine, and
9,
then come back.
6.
No, it goes to 3 and then it unlocks 6, and that area is so huge. You unlock
Uh-huh.
that like 3 to 6 quadrant, and it's just like, bam, here's 10 fog places. It's like, why?
That's the
Who
killer.
hurt you?
That is the killer for me. It's the fog rooms because
Yeah.
like I'm like, yeah, I'll just build like a nice column of armories here to give myself like 50% attack damage.
Yep.
Can't do that in this map because all of the fog rooms just block all of the things.
God.
And then you're doing the wiggly snake worm and then you get lost and then before you know it, you failed because the curse got you.
It's rough, man. Like
I failed a run on that one. That's the first failure I've done because of full curse.
okay. I failed. I have failed that map twice because of full curse, and a lot of it is my dungeon is so twisty that by the
Uh-huh.
time I get to my goal, my
Well, you got no torch.
yeah, my torch is at like 25%, and I'm like, well, I know I'm gonna die now, and then that curse
Uh-huh.
just keeps ticking up and up and up and up.
What level are you? Out of curiosity.
Oh God, I actually don't know. We're
Get
probably
to
around
level
the
8.
same.
Like as soon as possible
Get to which
because
one?
I hit
Sorry?
level 8 today.
Oh, level
Level
8.
8.
I might be 7.
Because level 8 in gives you a cantrip that turns all completed seals into exit portals.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Dang.
Uh-huh. Game changer, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Man, okay. Sure. Dang, that's pretty good.
Because I don't want to like find the seal, do the seal, and then spend 15 minutes running back to the entrance again.
Yeah. Interesting.
Not when you know. I can very easily just find the seal, do the seal, teleport out of there kind of situation.
Well, that's actually a really smart design decision for them because, sorry for using the word actually, um, because when you're dealing with like the first and second stage, they're big enough you're fine. You start dealing with the third and fourth stages, they're big enough but they're fine, and you can kind of memorize your branches. But now that we're
And I
doing
was
this,
lucky on the fourth stage because one of the on not the fourth stage on the third stage, one of the fog rooms I found was an exit portal as well.
oh wow,
So I
okay,
got an extra exit portal in that. I just thought it was a level feature. It turns out it's not. It's just a randomized fog room thing.
interesting. I haven't run into
Um,
one of those yet, but like when you're dealing with levels like this that are now significantly bigger than the other levels
yep.
you're dealing with, like that seems like it's a necessity at that point. At this point, I'll have to see what level I am. Man,
Yeah,
that's pretty
I
good.
just got it and I was like, Dell, that's a game changer. Right there.
Yep,
That is a game
using that
changer.
every time.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Did you
um,
end up getting the wizard's mace, by the way?
no, never saw it.
There's like 6 starter weapons, by the way. No idea how you unlock any of those.
Nope.
I've got 2 dungeons left, and I have no idea how you're supposed to unlock any of those starter
Also, I
weapons.
apparently have all three characters unlocked. I don't know how to switch them.
Yeah,
I
I
have no
don't.
idea.
The characters, so those the card. It's not playable characters. It is the wolf guy. It is the
Oh, the hen
lady,
witch. Okay.
and the
Okay.
hen witch, and the hen wife, and
I would
the
have
other
maybe
one.
called those vendors, but
Or NPCs.
yeah.
You know.
I did have a really weird run this time. I think I might be on it right now, where you plop down whatever card. It might be the no, it's not the armor. It's the other one where there's an item on a pedestal, and I had that. That was like the first card I picked up, and
Yeah, that's the armory,
okay,
and it gives you lets you swap your weapons out. Yep.
yeah. Um, I kept plopping those down like back to back just so I could try and have a better selection of weapons. And a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
times the pedestals would be empty, which I thought was
Empty. Yep.
really weird. Um, but I have a really interesting dirk and bow run going on right now, where I have that kind of like very short range, very fast, strong attack, and then the ranged bow attack, which is seems pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I still like the wizard stuff.
Mm.
It's super OP. I do like the bow, especially because the bow does have knockback.
Yes. Yeah, I feel
But
like the
like,
Dirk is pretty strong because you can stun lock a bunch of enemies, which is nice, especially for
mhm.
the clock level where there's a horde comes in and it's just all of those flying jerks. It's like, oh great,
Yup,
okay, I'm gonna get surrounded here in 2 seconds.
yup, all the explodey boys.
Oh man, all the exploding. That level two has really weird like snake that's exceptionally large, and I keep running into it because it's so much bigger than the other mobs. Hate that thing. Stupid big snake. Gosh.
Hmm.
I do I want to clarify. I
For the
really like
record,
I
we
really
like
like this
this
game.
game.
You're just like when you're in the thick of a roguelike that isn't like a total cakewalk, you're just like, ah, stupid big level. And then you play it a week or two later and you're like, oh, this big level's actually
Hmm.
really good because of X, Y, and Z. Well, what was I talking about? Um,
Yep.
yeah. Uh, what else happened for in this game for you this week?
Uh, phew. Couple of bad botched runs,
Yeah.
playing around without the full deck card thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I, I spawned one of those rooms that we were talking about that you have to kill 50 enemies inside of it to get like a blessing.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the problem is I spawned it at 6 o'clock on that map.
Oh no.
So I managed to get like 6 enemies, and by the time I got there, it's just like, dude, I'm sorry. It's just I got no torch, bro.
Right. There's nothing I can do in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
I'm trying to think of what else I had going on this week. It was largely me kind of in the free time I had banging my head against that clock dungeon. And I feel like getting a win on that is going to feel really good, but it's going to be a struggle the whole time. It's going to be really rough. Man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll pro I will probably be trying this again, but whether or not I succeed is a completely different problem.
Well, we need to for one of the achievements in the game, we need to play the game in Welsh. So, got to go get that.
That's great.
I think that's really
That's
good.
fantastic. Yeah, that's really good.
Yep.
Oh boy. Hmm.
Yep.
That's see, that's the type of achievement I can 100% get behind.
Yep. I'll play the first level in Welsh. Why the heck not?
Because go listen to this week's episode of the main show to find out all of my agony from
Mm.
this week.
Your
Because
achievement agony.
I have been playing nothing but roguelikes, Boston, and I hate them all. Is
Mm.
what I've learned from this.
Except for Into the Restless Ruins.
Yes, which is good so far.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Next week we have the scientists coming. Don't forget to check out weroguelikeit.com for the infallible list of the best roguelikes of all time, ranked for your happiness and your gameplay interest. Don't forget, next game is going to be Wildfrost, all one word, available on PC, iOS, Android, and Switch, and hopefully PlayStation. Probably will be available on PlayStation the day we stop playing that game in a month. So, all right. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We'll see you all next run. Bye.
We.